What if I told you that the next Stompin', Spoit, Psycho, or even Bolo could be you? Throughout the years, these phenomenal R6 players have had the R6 community in a chokehold, but they all started from nothing. They practiced, grinded, and rose out of the ranks that we all laugh at today. Yes, I'm talking about you, coppers, but it's all love. The point is, they all grinded, practiced, and worked their way out of from the bottom to the top, and you can too. It doesn't matter if you're hard stuck copper or if you boost just to hit champ, because in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to become the next king of Rainbow Six Siege. So today we will focus and test your R6 knowledge with a series of questions that will go after your IQ, your clutchness, and your sound cue recognition ability. Overall, we'll be conditioning you to become the next super soldier in Rainbow Six Siege. Starting with our first concept is IQ. Just for a brief explanation, IQ is the intellect or high-level thinking that you have when it comes to Rainbow Six Siege. Now our next clip comes from actually one of the smartest R6 clips. Is a video from Jinxie. Shout out Jinxie, make sure you go hit him with a follow button. But I want to see your thought process here as well. So let's go ahead and start the clip. And again, I will ask you, what do you think is the right answer?
Miss. Sherriain. So he's getting Deimos.
Right here, we just figured out that you are being Deimos checked, and now you actually see where Deimos is. You realize he's not downstairs, and he's also upstairs, and it's a 4v2 with a minute left on the clock. What is your next move? Now I'm giving you a list of options to choose from, and hopefully you choose right. Now, obviously, none of these should be the correct answer, but I'm going to leave it to you to decide, and we're going to figure out if you were right or wrong. Make sure you put in the comments if you got any of these right on the first try. Now that you have locked in your pick, make sure you don't change it, because we're going to see if you were right or not. And just like that, if you were smart enough to realize what you should do and have the intelligence and IQ, you just made the play of a century. Now, if you picked the wrong answer, delete the game. It's not for you. You'll never be the next Stompin'. I'm just joking. This is a great moment to learn. This is why IQ matters in Rainbow Six Siege. Remember, it's a 4v2. There is 16 seconds left on the clock, so the attack has to plant. Look how this smoke uses IQ and sits here to win this round. But I will also be asking you, what do you think you should have done, and if it would have helped you win this round as well? Just right there, we have Abana right there in the doorway. And I ask you, what would you do if you see Abana right here? Now, on a serious note, I gave you some better answers, so hopefully you picked the right one. Remember, there actually could be two right answers here, so take your time and decide. But once you decide, put in the comments if you got it right. But you should have enough time by now, and you should have answers, so let's see if you were right. On to the next step. We're going to see what happens next.
Let him go in. Iconic, be patient. Be patient.
Now, right here, there's 10 seconds left. Habana is planting in front of you. You have to stop this plant. But you also know someone else is there. We're going to give you one last chance to lock in your answer, so think about this very, very hard. What's the best option? But you just got enough time, so hurry up and pick it up and lock it.
What are you going to do? You know two are there, and he gets them both. There's only one remaining, and Astralis are in good shape. And JR
and just like that, he clutched around. But again, that's because he was patient. Now, if you picked the wrong choice, then we know your IQ is some shit, and you need to uninstall the game right now. Just go ahead and fill out that McDonald's job application. Now, before we keep going in this video, make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. We're on our way to 5K subs, and you can help by just clicking that button below. But let's continue into today's video. Number 2 is going to focus on sound cue recognition. Being able to recognize what you are hearing through your headset can give you that advantage to react and either defend the site, back off, or engage in a gunfight. So we're going to be listening and hearing and being able to see if you can clarify what you hear in Rainbow Six Siege. Now, some of these sounds are going to be coming from the great Sinos, and he is an amazing creator in Rainbow Six Siege. So make sure you go hit him with a follow and a tag. But this video will be every sound cue you need to know in Rainbow Six Siege. Now, if you can't tell what that sound is, just go ahead and put the fries in the bag at this point. You're right. Now, if you got the first wrong, it's okay, because we're going to hit you with another one. And let's hopefully you get it right, because if you don't, then I'm going to tell you start filling out job applications, because this is not for you. This time I'll even make it easier. I'll give you some choices to pick from. There's no way you don't know what this is, because this is one of the basic fundamental movements in Rainbow Six Siege. Hopefully you get this right, and if you don't, buddy, I'm telling you, just quit. Now, I'm pretty sure you heard it 47 times, so there's no way you should get it wrong. And if you do, remember, I would go ahead and just get off this video, because you're not going to be the next stomping. Now, this next one's really good to understand what you are hearing, because a lot of people actually do it. Now, hopefully you were able to understand what that sound was. I just wanted to go through the basics of movement. So hopefully you said it was proning, because if you didn't, just go ahead and go fill out that application. Now, this next one's going to be a two-parter, and actually is going to have to deal with some IQ. So hopefully you can hear it and understand what your next move should be. Now, again, I'm going to let you listen, and then I'm going to ask you a question. After letting you listen to it for about multiple times, you should obviously be able to understand what this is. And if you don't, again, just go ahead and just leave this video. It's not for you. But my second question is, once you hear that sound, what is your next move? And this will tell me right now if I should just end this video right here. The correct answer is swing, because you hear the person reloading. I mean, obviously they can't shoot back when they're reloading. Just hit your shots and you win that gunfight. Now, I got one more sound for you to be able to understand, and this one actually is a bit tricky. So pay attention and let me know what you hear. Now, you've heard it up close and you heard it from afar. What is this and what is happening? The correct answer would be obviously a fake drop. Now, it was harder to recognize than a real drop, but that one was a fake. Now, number 3 is going to have to deal with clutchness. Now, clutchness is a little bit harder to dictate, but it does require IQ and sound cue recognition and just prior experience to playing the game. All of these you can get better at, but again, clutchness is what comes down to being a cool, level-headed player who trusts and believes in his team and himself. Just for example, we'll watch this clip just to show you why you have to be patient and cool, level-headed to clutch rounds.
Diffuser in the hands of Leon Gids, shuttle playing this small angle.
As you can see, right now it's match point 3v2, and there's 3 people in the site. One's gonna go immediately plant Y2 cover him, while Cade just has to sit here.
He needs to pop up. Iconic softened up. Oh, will need to clutch. He's flattened.
And just like that, instead of giving up, instead of crying, instead of making excuses, he sat there patiently knowing that he can win this just by himself. And just like that, a 3v2 to really a 3v1 becomes a win for this team. Now, for our next IQ play, we have a video from the top 100 most viewed R6 Pro League clips of all time. If you need to know, it is by Rainbow Six Hub. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you subscribe to them as well. But I want to know, what is your thought process and what are you going to do in this moment? Now, let's look at the stats. It's a 2v4. You are first round, nothing crazy, not losing too bad or anything like that, but it is a 2v4 with 13 seconds left on the clock. Now, I already know after the first clip, your gears are moving. You know they got a plan. So what can we do to make sure we win this round? Let's watch.
It could be round winning, or it could be completely ineffective.
Now let's stop right here, because this is beautiful. We have one of the best players in Pro League, Gunnar, Gunnar. If you want to call him the best, then I don't really care. But he's still a great player. He's in a pro league team. I mean, we have Gunnar sitting here, obviously holding this peak. What do you do in this scenario? Remember, there's 8 seconds. They have to plant. What do you do?
Actual, he's just waiting. He's biding his time.
Now, just to make sure, he's planting. There are 6 seconds left as we speak. I need to know, do you shoot him now? Do you wait? Do you just die? Or do you just put the controller down? Come on. You have to answer this question. What do we do? Now let's see if you were right.
He sees the player. How long will he wait? Bite your tongue.
And just like that, if you were correct and you picked just wait a couple seconds longer, you win the round. You clutch up, and you are that much closer to be one of the best players in Rainbow Six Siege. Now for our second clip of clutching, I have to ask, why is clutching look so easy to these people? Why are they so calm? Why are they so collected? Why does it seem no matter what the odds are that there's always a chance? And that's because there is. You need to remember your experience, your sound cue recognition, your IQ, your aim, all this you have honed and worked on has now made you one of the players that can change anything in a blink of a second. You are trusting and believe in yourself that no matter what the odds, 1v5, 10v1, 30v1, you could clutch if you wanted to. Let's check this video out.
That's JV92 to pop his way back.
Now, you just got a free pick. It is a 2v1. You know one is planning, and you know one's probably going to watch the cross. What is your next move? And just to give you a little hint, I'll let you look a little bit more into the future.
Gets a double. Leon should get the.
Now we're right here. Not going to let you do anything else. You know he's planning. One's holding the cross. What are you doing? Now that you locked in your answers, I hope you believe in yourself because it's time to clutch this.
Plan, it's the single cover Akanto. He gets caught as well.
After you got that nice pick, do you get scared that he hops off? Do you continue to push? What is your next step? Hopefully, I shouldn't even have to ask you this question because you should be noticing the time says 0.00. So why would you back off? He has to plant. So you better be rushing.
And JV92, he can't make it distance.
Now, hopefully, you got to see this video and realize you either need to get better, you need to lock in, or maybe you're already that guy. Maybe you're already him. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit a like, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and see you for the next video.